Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here. We're doing another manga review. We're looking at a one-shot today. And what one-shot is that? It is called The Gods Lie, published by Vertical, I think it's just Vertical, or is it Vertical Comics? It's Vertical Comics. Um, so our story starts out with our main character, Natsuru. He's sitting in class. I believe he's getting ready for summer vacation. This girl walks in and she's like, "Oh, they washed the what was it? What was it? They washed the curtains, I believe it was. Yeah, they washed the curtains." And he's like, "What?" And like she walks off, and his friends come in and they're like, "Hey, let's go to soccer practice." And they're like, "Oh man, she's tall and whatnot." And so that's basically the end of their discussion. They go off to soccer practice. It turns out their old soccer coach is in the hospital, so they got a new one. Natsuru doesn't really like his new soccer coach. He's like, no, I don't like you. I want my old soccer coach back. But, he has some medical problems. So Natsuru ends up going home, talking to his mom. And he's like, he finds a cat. I forgot, yeah. He finds a cat, brings it home. His mom's like, what? Like, you touched a cat today? Because she's very allergic to cats. And he's like, oh, okay. And he, takes the cat outside and is going to go, I guess, put the cat outside. But then he runs into his classmate who he saw at the beginning of the manga, Suzumura, but her name's Rio Suzumura, and he's like, "Oh, you live out here? Why are you out here?" And he's like, "I was at the grocery store," and he basically asks her, "Hey, can you take this cat?" And she's like, "Okay, but you have to give me like 1,000 yen a month." And he's like, "What? That's my entire allowance." And he ends up going with her and her little brother to their house, and their house is kind of disheveled. It's not the best kept house. It looks like an older house. It needs some upkeep. And then it turns out that Rio and her brother are there alone, and she's like, "Don't tell anybody that we're here alone. Our dad is basically out in Alaska, crab fishing, and we're here alone." I believe their mom left, or I think she left or she passed away. I can't remember. And he's like, "Okay, I'll keep your secret." And he basically is supposed to go to soccer camp. He ditches soccer camp and is basically like, "I'm going to go spend the summer with you guys." So he goes off and spends the summer at their house and basically forms relationships with these two other characters in this book. And here's some of the artwork. And, it's basically about their story over summer vacation, how they form bonds, the hardships that they have to go through. I don't really want to spoil too much about this book, but these characters grow and go through some hardships at the same time. I was very surprised about the twists and turns. Like, I had some inklings of what might come up in the story, but there's some where I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Our characters are very well written. They feel like real people in the in this manga, in this short story, basically. I really liked our two main characters, and I liked the little brother and stuff like that. This is a pretty good manga. It told a very compelling and interesting story. I read this in one sitting. I thought the artwork was actually very, very well done. I felt like the expressions on The characters' faces were well done. I thought the dialogue flowed well with the art, and yeah, it was really good. I would recommend this to, like, say somebody who is looking just to get into manga, because I feel like this is a good one shot to check out if you're new to manga, or if you're just looking for something new to read in general. The story wraps up nicely. Sometimes one shots are hit or miss, you know. But I felt like the story wrapped up nicely. And if it wanted to, it could pick up again, and we could see them later on down, these characters later on down in life, which I think would be interesting as well, because it kind of focuses as them when they are, I believe, in elementary school, and then later on towards the end they're in middle school, and that's around where the book ends, when they're in middle school. So yeah, in conclusion, this book was pretty good. I enjoyed it, and I would recommend it to anybody who's looking for something a little different. Check it out. It's only one book, and it sorry, it tells a complete story. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. Comment down below if you have read The God's Lie, or if you haven't and you're interested in it. As I said, I don't want to spoil too much in this book, because I feel like it would just ruin the story. I'm OTAKU Mike. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, guys. See you on the next video.